What's up, champs? In this video, I'm gonna be sharing whether it's better to lift heavy weights or lift lighter weights to drop body fat and cut. And I'm also gonna be sharing key factors that you need to know in order to take your workouts to that next level and so that you can build muscle while chiseling away the body fat. Now, before we dive in, be sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any future videos. Let's get to that. This is one of the most commonly asked questions guys ask me. Is it better to lift heavy? Is it better to lift light to drop body fat? Should I be doing all these bazillion reps, or should I be doing a lot of weight and doing less reps to get the results I want? And I'll be honest, guys, I went through the same exact thing. Back when I was just starting my fitness journey, I was under the assumption, because I used to hear all the guys talk about if you lift heavy, you're gonna get bulky. And so I strayed away from it. I started lifting very lightweight, but doing a lot of reps. You know, I was around a lot of guys who would say you need to do 300, 400, 500 reps each exercise or each workout. And it just took up so much of my time. I just got tired of doing it. I'm like, man, it has to be a better way. And it wasn't until I discovered how important nutrition was. You see, whether you lift heavy or if you lift light weights, if your nutrition habits are poor, even if you're lifting lightweight and you're doing a lot of reps, you can still get fat. You can still not lose the weight that you want to lose. And if you lift a heavy weight and you have shitty eating habits, yeah, you probably will get bulky. You might even get fat. And so it's important to know, before I go into more detail on the heavyweight and the lightweight, that nutrition is king, whether you want to drop body fat or build muscle. Now, when it comes to the whole heavy and light weights, both of them work, guys. Both of them do. And here's what I mean by that. Our muscles only know two things: time and tension. Those are the only two things our muscles know. You'll hear some trainers out there, some illiterate trainers, who'll say, you need to shock your muscles. You need to confuse your muscles. Guys, that stuff is not real, okay? Our muscles don't get confused. Whether we're doing a bench press with a barbell or doing a chest press with dumbbells, our muscles only know two things: how much tension are we using, aka how heavy are we going, and how much time are we using, aka how much time is it taking us to get through that exercise. Those are the main two things. And so what you'll notice is when you're lifting heavier weights, the tension is high, but the time is fairly low. But when you're lifting lighter weight or moderate weight, the tension is going to be lower, but the time that you do these reps are going to be higher. You're able to just do it a bit longer. It's almost kind of like, you know, these sprinter athletes. You have sprinter athletes who put in a massive amount of energy and power when they're doing like a 100-meter dash, kind of like Usain Bolt, doing 100, doing 200. But then you have these guys who are paying with more time. They're still putting in effort now, but they're paying with more time when they're running a marathon or if they're doing a mile. You see how that works? And so when it comes to lifting heavy weights and light weights, like I said, guys, lifting heavy is all about tension. Lifting lighter weight is all about lifting with a little bit of tension, but time. And now once we have these two things nailed down, you can use both in your training regimen. It just depends on how you feel. Let me give you an example. So sometimes when I hit the gym, let's say I'm doing leg day and I'll lift heavy weights. I'll do 315 pounds. I'll do 6 to 8 reps. That's really heavy for me, guys. I could go a little bit more, but I want to spare my joints. 32 years old now. I'm not trying to, you know, get on no football team and go to the NFL or anything like that. And so, you know, I'll do the 315, 6 to 8 reps. But let's say I don't want to do that all the time because I want to spare my joints. And then sometimes when you're lifting really heavy like that and you're lifting effectively with good proper form, good muscle consciousness, meaning you're going slow, you're able to feel the muscles that you're working. You're not just lifting heavy ass weight and not able to feel your muscles. You're not, you know, sacrificing your form. Then what's going to tend to happen is you're going to find yourself more sore. Okay? And you won't have to hit that muscle group that frequently throughout the week because you did all you really need to do to that muscle. You hit it hard. And so 1 to 2 times a week, max, that's really all you need when you hit the muscles the right way. But then on the other hand, let's say I did do a heavy lifting day, let's say Tuesday when I'm doing leg day. On my Friday workout, I could lift heavy, But let's say I'm tired. Let's say I'm mentally exhausted. Let's say I had a long day. Or let's say my body is still a little sore. I can still do legs, but I just won't go as heavy. I'll go moderate weight or lighter weight, and I'll just increase my time. Meaning I'll do, instead of 315, I'll do 225, maybe 275. And instead of doing 6 to 8 reps, I'll do 10 to 12 reps, and I'll have a slow pace as I'm doing the exercise, okay? And so that way you can increase the intensity of the actual exercise. A lot of people think that the only way you can increase the intensity is just by lifting heavier or going really, really fast or something like that, but you can actually slow the pace down of your exercise, and that'll increase the intensity. Back when I had first started working out, I used to always try to speed through the exercise, and you'll see people who do this. You may have done this before too. You speed through the exercise, and so that you can avoid the burn, so you can get over the burn, right? Well, I didn't know this, but I was basically making my workouts less effective by doing this. And so whenever you notice that your muscles are burning, whenever you notice that you're doing an exercise, whether it's push-ups, squats, sit-ups, and your muscles are starting to burn, you still want to go at that slow, moderate pace. You don't want to speed up, because that's what your muscles want. You want to exhaust your muscles. You're stimulating and engaging your muscles. And so that's a good thing. You see, when you're working out and you're lifting, it's all about stimulating our muscles, guys. And you can do this lifting heavy weights. You just stimulate your muscles a lot quicker when you lift heavy weights. But if you want to pay with time, then you can do more reps, lighter weight, lower tension, right? So in short, you can still get results whether you're lifting heavy weights or lightweight. It really just comes down to if you're gonna pay with tension or if you're gonna pay with time. And you know, in some cases, if you're a new beginner, you may want to pay with a little bit of time because you don't have your form down packed yet. You're not as confident doing the exercise yet, and so you may not want to lift really heavy weight if you don't have those things down packed yet. Or if you're an older individual and you don't want to, you want to spare your joints, you don't want to injure yourself, and so instead of going really heavy, you can go at a more moderate weight and just do more reps. It's totally fine, guys. You're still going to be able to stimulate muscle growth doing that. But then if you're kind of in that, in your prime and you want to lift heavier, you can increase the tension. You can lift a little bit more weight and not have to pay with so much time and get the results that you want, guys. And so with that said, like I said earlier, you can get results doing both. I just want to kind of give you some context on what you can expect if you do one versus the other. And so with that said, guys, be sure to like the video, comment any questions that you have below, and if you want to add anything else to the video. And then also, guys, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Let's get to the action.